Hi, Samantha. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Samantha Uncut, where I discuss celebrity news, hot topics, reality TV, and so much more. All commentary is alleged and in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Hey, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. I'm back with some celebrity news update. Before we get into that, y'all know what to do. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow me on my social media platform at Samantha Uncut on Instagram and Samantha.uncut on TikTok. So I'm back making this quick video regarding Melody and Martell, their custody battle. I'm sure most of you guys have heard the news by now regarding the outcome of their custody battle for the four-piece nugget. But before I get into that, I do want to say that I thank all of you guys for praying for Jamaica. They had a devastating Hurricane Melissa, and the country is devastated. There's parishes that are really going through it, especially Westmoreland. They are really damaged. So I thank you guys for your continued prayer for them, and for those of you who have donated to the relief in Jamaica. Thank you guys so much for that. And I still haven't heard from some of my family members as well. I haven't been in the greatest mood the past week and a couple of days. So, just keep our family in your prayers and keep our country in your prayers. I really appreciate it. But nonetheless, I know that I still have to create content and try to push through and hope for the best and pray that everything is gonna be okay. And just I've just been crying a lot, and I'm just whew. Okay, I'm not here for that. So I just want to say thank you guys. I'm going to get into Melody and Martell. So if you guys haven't heard the good news, Melody and Martell, they finalized the court custody battle on, I believe it was October 15th that the order was that they were in court and it was finalized. And if you guys want to hear the breakdown of the court documents, I would suggest for you guys to go over to Drop the Tea. She has the court documents and she did read them. She broke down what was said in court and all of that, or the evidence that was presented in court. She has those documents. For some reason, it's not allowing me to download those documents. I don't know why, but I wasn't able to download them. But if you want to hear the full breakdown of the documents, go over to Drop the Tea. She has them, and she read them out. And shout out to her, because that's where I first heard about the breaking news of the documents and that Melody actually won her court custody case. So shout out to Drop the Tea for breaking that news. That's where I heard it first. I don't know about anyone else, but that's where I heard it. So yeah, shout out to her. And I just want to say, if you guys don't know, Melody has won full physical custody of the four-piece nugget. Martell still shares legal custody, where he will still have an opinion on their care or say into their day-to-day lives or anything like that. But for where they're living, as it pertains to their school and all of that, that's all at Melody's address. They will no longer be going to his house 7 days and back to Melody 7 days. He has visitation, which is, I believe, every Thursday, and maybe 2 or 3 weekends out of the month, if I'm not mistaken. But his visitation has been modified, and that is due to evidence that was presented in court based on the guardian ad litem. This was not because he did not show up to court, because as you guys know by now, if you haven't heard, he did not show up to court for their final custody airing because he was busy out in LA filming Love and Marriage Huntsville, either the reunion or their Christmas special, whatever he was doing out there. He did not show up for his kids in court on that vital day of their custody battle, the battle that he started when he tried to take Melody to court to take her children away from her. And I want people to understand that this has been going on for quite some time. I believe it started back in 2021. Melody left him, left that toxic marriage back in 2020, April of 2020. And he has been a nightmare since then. Even before that, before we even met Melody and Martell on our TV screens, he's been a nightmare. That's just my opinion. But he really became a nightmare when he tried to take her children away from her and then tried to say that she wasn't a good mother, she wasn't a good parent, she wasn't a good wife, she wasn't anything good. But throughout, all we've seen is her being a good mother, fighting for her kids and fighting for them to have a stable home and a stable future. And Martell has been at the helm of that, trying to diminish and dismantle every good thing that she has done to make sure that her kids have a wonderful, stable life. He even went as far as stopping the kids from filming on the show or even being posted on social media because he did not want them to have a secure form of income. He knew that the kids, them being on social media or being on the show, everyone loved seeing that and that they were making money from being on the show. And because he wasn't getting any part of that money, he wanted to stop all of that. He wanted to take Melody to court because he wanted child support. And when he saw that he wasn't getting any child support, he then wanted to withdraw his request for full custody. And Melody was like, nah, you started this battle, you are going to finish the war. And he was so gleeful knowing that he is stopping his kids from making money or from appearing on the show or stopping Melody from posting her own children while he has the ability to post his side baby that he made outside of his marriage. Y'all, I don't know if you guys remember this interview that he did about 2 years ago with Eric from Quintessential Gentleman, where he talked about the kids and them not being posted on social media or on the show. But let's just take a look, and I'm going to be using this clip from the interview. It is fair use. I'll be stopping and commenting on the segment.
So, we see you are a very passionate father, and sometimes we kind of see the drama play out with like co-parenting, right?
There's been drama throughout the co-parenting because Martell has made it impossible to co-parent with him. He has been a pain in the kid's life and in Melody's life.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you kind of tell your kids, or how do you kind of talk about your family kind of in that space? And do you ever have any like regrets of kind of filming that aspect of?
In my opinion, he only have regret because we were able to see the kind of monster that he is and the kind of terrible father that he is, even though he tries to play it off like he's such a good man and he's a good father. We all see and know that he is not a good, decent father. He is not a good man as per the guardian ad litem and the evidence that were presented in court, why he no longer has custody of his kids. But leave it to him. He's going to say he loves his kids. He's a great father and he's just such an honorable man. We all know that is not true, but let's listen to what he has to say.
When it comes to children, that's it's a delicate space right there. Anytime you involve your children in a show, whether that's regardless of what, if you can just say this show is going to be specifically about business or anything positive, I love for my children to be a part of it.
Martell is a damn liar, and the truth is not in him, because the kids were fine being a part of the show until he wanted to hurt Melody and use her children so that she would not be able to film with her children and she would not be able to post them on social media. And he knew that that's a way of getting to Melody, and that's what he did. So it's not about the kids not being on something positive. Granted, the show itself has its bad ways, but you see other cast member on the show with their kids and it is in a positive light. For example, you see the way that Marceau interacts with his kids. Yeah, he may not be the greatest example of a father, but it's good to see how he interacts with his children, that he has a relationship with his kids. And I saw a clip of him and one of his daughters at like a nail spa. Like they went on like a daddy-daughter date, and it was the cutest thing that I've seen from Marceau, based on him being a father to his children. And I thought to myself, you know, this is such a cute moment, and I wish that you could see that part where Melody was with her children and she didn't have, when she was on the show, and she didn't have to like not be able to film with her kids. These are things that you could have the opportunity to showcase, to let the world see how you interact with your kids, Martell. But no, you wanted to spite Melody, and in the end you ended up spiting yourself.
But you know, when we have to really showcase our lives on TV, you know, I would not want my kids to be a part of it, you know.
In other words, when they have to show their real lives and we see the terrible person that he is, he does not want that to be shown on TV, and he does not want his kids to be a part of that, even though behind the scenes his kids really know who he is as a father and as a ex-husband and what he was to their mother. They see that in real life. They live that every day. So it doesn't matter if it's on the show or not. They know who you are.
I regret. You know, you live and you learn. You know, my kids being part of the show at times. I would rather not have them on the show.
Oh, I can't stand his bald-headed ass. Look at the smile on his face. I can't stand him.
You know, I think this is an adult show. It's adult-driven. And I just feel that, you know, if so, we should just, you know, leave our kids away from the screen at all times, though. And I mean, really, that's what's going to take place now. So, you know, the kids won't be filming anymore.
Just look at him, feeling so accomplished, feeling so giddy and so happy that he accomplished getting the kids off the screen, getting Melody to not being able to post her own children, while he and the bird are able to post their kid on social media and even have the kid on the show if they choose to, or if they plan on bringing them on the show. So it's just like, I can't stand him. And I'm so glad and happy that Melody was able to get physical custody of her children. And within the order, the judge stated that while the kids are not permitted to be posted on social media or any television show for profit, she is able to still post her children on social media, just as long as it's not for profit, or if the judge grants her permission to allow the kids to participate in services or events that will be for profit. So that was one major update from the court order, and I'm so happy for that. And I hope that Melody will ask the judge permission to be able to allow the children to be posted in a manner that they can gain profit, because that money can be used for them in the future. They can have their own little businesses where they're making money, and their money can be put in a trust where they have access to it when they become of age. So I really hope that Melody does ask the court or permission to be able to allow the kids to make profit on social media, because they have that it factor. Everyone love to see the kids. Everyone would love to support the children. And I feel like Martell will do anything to block that, because his other child is not profitable on social media. His mistress is not profitable on social media. She doesn't have a profitable brand. She doesn't know how to profit or brand herself to be profitable. So it's like the sins of the father and the mother falls on the child, and the child is not being able to monetize off of being on social media. So it's like he tries everything to take that away from his other 4 kids. But I'm glad that they no longer have to be around him in that capacity, and they don't have to be around the bird in that capacity as well. And even though I'm glad about that, I still understand that they are siblings with Knox, and they are going to have a relationship with Knox, whether we like it or not. That's their sibling. And we can see that where Martell posted a recent video of Knox and Sugar Mama Milani. So he posted a video of them on Halloween, and in my opinion, I feel like he posted that video of Sugar Mama and Knox only because Sugar Mama was in that photo, and he knew that having Sugar Mama in that video or photo, it will be well received versus him just posting Knox. He can't really get away with posting just Knox, because people are going to flock to the comments, and some people are going to have negative things to say, whereas people want to see Sugar Mama. They want to see the 4-piece nugget, and they love to see them. So there's going to be positive comments. So here's a quick video of what he posted on his Instagram with Sugar Mama and Knox. He calls him Maverick. I call him Knox because that's what his mama named him. I'm going to call him Knox. So here's a video.
There he is.
Hey, son.
See you later.
So as you can see, it's a cute little video with Sugar Mama and Knox, and Sugar Mama is such a sweet big sister. So she is hugging him and asking him if he had a good day at school. Martell captioned it, "Nothing like that sibling love, plus being checked out of school early, plus it's Halloween, hashtag Maverick, hashtag Milani." Now I'm calling him Knox because that's what his mom named him. She never named him Maverick. She said that his name is Knox. He's not going to be called Maverick. So I'm honoring that, and I'm going to call him Knox. He also tagged the child's page as well. But notice how he did not tag the M&M's page, which I find to be surprising, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because you can tag your other child's page, but not the page of your other 4 children that is included in this video that you're posting to show sibling love. So you are promoting one child's page, but I guess not the other, because you're not supposed to be promoting it for profit. But who's making the profit right now? No one is making profit off of this photo that you're or this video that you're posting of the 2. So what's the reason that he did not tag the M&M official page? You see, Martell likes to play games, and he thinks that people don't know what he's doing or can't catch on to what he's doing. But this video, even though it's a cute moment, it's also a psychological game that he's playing. And for those of you who can catch on, you will catch on, because nothing he does is just by him just doing it like that. He's doing it for a reason, and in some twisted way, it's a way to take a dig at Melody, and because his whole life is obsessed with Melody, and that's just my opinion. And I see some people in the comments talking about how he's a good dad. If y'all don't get away from me talking about this man is a good dad. What are you talking about? He's a good dad. What kind of good father does not show up in court for his children, but rather be in another state recording a TV show? What kind of father who keeps saying that he's fighting for his kids does not show up to court for his kids? Are you kidding me? He's not a good father. He's not a good man. He's not a good human being. Because if you were, none of this stuff that he has dragged Melody through, he wouldn't have done it if he was a good man or a good father. I really need for some of y'all to understand what a good man is and a good father so that we can break generational curses and we can have better men to call role models, because Martell Holt is not that. So let's stop. But anyways, Melody also was able to post a beautiful picture of Mariah on her social media, on her Instagram. And it is so good to see Melody being able to post her own children. Over the years, we've had other people post her children, not including her family, but some of the women that Martell have been involved with have posted her children. And it is so good to see Melody being able to post her own children on her own platform, and just her being around her kids is just so good to see. And I can't even imagine the feeling that she's feeling right now about just being able to be with her kids and know that she has the final say as to what happens with her children. It is I can't even imagine how good she is feeling and how blessed her children are feeling right now, knowing that they are with their mother who loves them. I can't even imagine. But here's a beautiful photo that Melody posted of Mariah. So Mariah, who is their eldest daughter, her name is Mariah Shari, and Melody posted this photo on her Instagram story. And Mariah is growing up to be such a beautiful young lady. Like, she looks just so happy, and oh my God, like, it's just so good to see Melody being able to post her children on her own platform. It's such a good feeling. And also, Melody is still having 40% off on her website using the code VICTORY. So make sure that you guys shop. So make sure you guys go visit 7thAvenueBeauty.net and shop. Make sure that you guys tune into her lives on TikTok and on Instagram, because she has live sales as well. I know I've been missing a bunch of her lives because I've just been working and other things that have come up in my personal life that I'm not able to just be where I want to be all the time. But make sure that you guys do continue to support Melody, continue to support the 4-piece nugget, and just congratulate them on this victory. It is a huge win for Melody. I know sometimes some people may see it as a loss. I at first thought it was a loss until I take a step back and I look at the bigger picture. This is a win for Melody and her children, and we thank God for it. So congratulations to Melody and the 4-piece nugget, and we will continue to support them. And this is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video.